Come. Now the techniques I'm going to be teaching you guys today, they are kind of like secrets that not everyone knows, because only we as a professional voiceover artists know about these techniques, and that's why our voiceovers are always amazing. But I'm a nice person, so that is why I'm going to be letting you in on a very huge secret, on some very important techniques that you need to master if you're going to nail your next voiceover project. So if you want to know the secrets, you better stick around, because I'm not going to be repeating myself twice. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some techniques that you have to master to deliver an excellent voiceover. Now, a lot of people would argue that voiceovers is basically just reading a script into a microphone and then you hear it on TV or radio. And there is this general belief that anybody at all can become a voiceover artist. What you do not know is that there are a lot of things that differentiate a professional voiceover artist and an ordinary person. I'm going to give you a list of some of the techniques that professional voiceover artists have to employ while in the process of voicing a voiceover, recording a voiceover, right? Number 1 is breath control. 2 is facial expressions, that's smiling or frowning. 3 is gesticulation. 4 is emphasis. And 5 is voice projection. But today I want to deal on one of the most important technique that we have to master and employ while recording voiceovers, and that is breath control. Do you know that sometimes when you hear a voiceover on the radio, it is most probably possible that the very first sentence you hear, depending on the length of the sentence, that voiceover artist may have voiced a whole sentence using one breath? Yeah, that is what a lot of people don't know. Now, for a better explanation, let's use the sentence as an example. How would you say the sentence on a normal day? Now, this is how I would say this sentence on a normal day if I were not a voiceover artist, or if I were not recording it as a voiceover script. I would say powerful. That's how the whole world likes it, but personally, I love power, right? It's simple, straight to the point, very casual, very informal. It's just there on the surface. But if you want to record this same sentence as a voiceover or in your voiceover voice, you are not just going to say, I love power. Nah. It is no longer a voiceover, you are now casually talking. So there is a difference between casual talks and voiceovers. Now, this is where breath control comes in. If you want to master the technique of breath control or the art of breath control, number 1 is take a deep breath. And number 2 is something personally I like to call the pause and release. Pause and release. Now, when you take in a deep breath and you want to say a sentence, you are releasing the breath that you're holding in bit by bit. Now, it's very important that you learn when to release your breath, when saying a word or a sentence, and holding back that breath to say the next word, all in one breath. I know this may be sounding a bit difficult, but let me show you an example. So this word we have powerful. That's how the whole world likes it. But personally, I love power. If I want to use the pause and release technique, this is how I'm going to say this sentence. I'm going to use my palm to show when I'm releasing some breath and when I'm pausing the breath or holding the breath back. Okay? So when it goes like this, I'm releasing breath. And when it goes like this, it lets you know that I'm holding that breath back. Okay? So are you ready? Let's learn together. So take a deep breath. Powerful. That's how the whole world likes it. Personally, I love power. Now, I don't even know if what I just did made any sense to you guys, but let me do it again, but slower this time. So try and follow the pause and release of breath, okay? Let's go. Powerful. That's how the whole world likes it. Personally, I love power. So I said the sentence in one breath, and you notice that when I said the last word, I love power, I did my fingers like this. That's to let you know that I kind of like used the last breath I had inside me to say that last word, power. Now what that does is to lay emphasis on that last word. Personally, I love power. It's more like power. Is this even making sense to you guys? I don't even know you guys are understanding what I'm saying. But basically, that's what breath control is all about. So if I'm going to do it the way I would say it, if I'm actually recording this as a voiceover, this is how I'm going to say it. Powerful. That's how the whole world likes it. Personally, I love power. Powerful. That's how the whole world likes it. Personally, I love power. So now it's gonna be crazy if you're expecting yourself to master the art of breath control just in one video, in one take. You have to keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. So you can use the sentence to practice your breath control, and you can try other sentences. And you can also try other sentences or scripts to further practice the mastery of breath control. So a little birdie is telling me that you feel that the explanation or information I gave on this topic, breath control, is not enough. Don't worry. So I'm gonna be having my online voiceover classes very, very soon. And in those classes, I'm going to be teaching you and giving you examples, assignments, projects to work on, and I will elucidate more on this topic. Now, this is not the only technique that I will be dealing on in my voiceover classes. There are other techniques, like I mentioned earlier in this video, that I will be teaching on. It's gonna be amazing. You guys have been asking me for online voiceover classes, and I have been delaying, but I'm gonna start that very, very soon. So if you want to perfect your voiceover, you do not want to miss these classes. To get more information or stay updated when I do start my classes, do follow me on Instagram at Voice of Steph. This is where I will be making the announcement when the classes are starting and when it will be ending. So I hope you learned a lot from this video. Till I come your way next time, keep living and keep loving. God bless you.